is what they are telling us, Honorable Speaker. So now I'm leaving it to the House to decide.
Honorable Chair, have you access to your powers under Standing Order 177 to issue summons to the CEC or even the CEO to appear before the committee?
Yes, Honorable Speaker, we have summoned them. They have appeared, but those are the excuses they are giving the committee, that upon the passing on of the officer who was responsible, the documents are even missing, which the officer used to deal with. And now that they have only one trade officer in the whole of Baringo dealing with all the 6 sub-counties. And we need the updated ledgers for all the 6 sub-counties. So they are saying that they need more time to deal with this issue. So that's the position, Honorable Speaker. We have summoned them twice, and they have come.
Chair, implementation. Your father, that Assisi has been summoned and is giving some excuses that the reasons why they are not able to comply. Honorable Chairperson, that's a serious issue, and we need to take up the issue. I want you to do a formal invitation, and you list all the issues, all the things. Copy the letter to the clerk, copy the letter to the speaker, and copy the letter to speaker so that we can follow it up. Chair, implementation. Do you have something to say before I? Yes, we do a formal letter requesting them to provide those documents because a government office lives in perpetuity. So we want to give you another additional 1 week. Come back next week on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Clerk. What is it, Honorable Sitoi?
Sorry, Mr. Speaker. I have listened to the chair, and sorry that I'm coming after you've made your ruling. But Mr. Speaker, government is a continuum. There's nothing like there was an officer who passed on. If today this assembly passes a legislation and our term lapses and the next assembly comes, there is nothing which will stop that assembly from implementing what we pass as a house, because it is a continuum. So, Mr. Speaker, the punishment of such officers should be dire and should be a lesson to any other person holding a public office. There is no need for officers working for the county government of Baringo to make this house like a mediocre house. We should punish any such officer with dire consequences. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well said, Honorable Sitoi. And everybody should be informed that even if all the members of this house were to perish, when the new assembly will come in, it will take over from where, without saying that the entire assembly passed on and we could not proceed. So any public officer should know that we are just doing our part, and the government lives in perpetuity. Clerk.
Order number 8, motions of bills.
We have Baringo County Livestock Sales Bill. (2025). Chair Agriculture.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, we were supposed to move the second and third reading on Baringo County Livestock Sale Bill 2025, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, you'll remember that this was a very emotive bill when we were doing the Bunge Mashinani. And Honorable Speaker, there were a lot of amendments on the bill that we are still working on. And in addition to that, Honorable Speaker, I've approached the department so that we can have a sitting for all members, and so they can also take us through this bill, so that when it is coming back to this House, Honorable Speaker, it is in agreement with most of us. So, Honorable Speaker, I wish to ask for more time. Maybe in 2 weeks, we will be ready. Thank you.
Chairperson, Agriculture, we are inclined because I'm sure the members have expressed and have given out written amendments to the bill. I want to direct that this bill be brought before this House on after the short recess. That should be 10th of June. Clark, when are we coming back after the short recess? th of June at 9:30 a.m. Honorable Alex, do you still have something to say?
Not really, Honorable Speaker. Well advised. Thank you.
Honorable members, we have come to the end of the business for this afternoon, but since we have a pending issue, I want to direct the Sergeant at Arms that we suspend the House to enable us do some deliberations regarding the issues that were raised with the County Secretary and County Public Service Board. Honorable members, we can now proceed the deliberations on the issues for County Public Service Board. Honorable members, however, consultations have been ongoing. Now the House resumes. Order, members. Members, we are now proceeding to Committee of the Whole House, where we'll discuss the issues that are pending. And since rules will be relaxed, I want to request all members to occupy one side. I want to request members to occupy one side, then such an times you may call the officers from the executive to join us. Amos. Honorable members, as we wait for those people to come, there are some lights here. Green one means green means your time is still up. When you are given 2 minutes to 3 minutes, when it's green, it means your time is up. When it turns yellow, you're now on the borderline. When it turns red, your time is up. So if I give you 2 minutes, Honorable Simon, do you want the people of Kabardonia to know that you have not been attending the assembly? So you'll be monitoring the lights. When you're speaking, monitor the lights. Honorable members, now we can start the business. I want to give an opportunity to the people before us to introduce themselves and in the capacity of appearing before this house this afternoon. We can start with the person on my immediate left. Wapi nani? Amos? Or Saidia nani? No, it's not yet on. Oh, it's on now. You can.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, my name is Judith Kaimugul. I'm here on behalf of the chairman, secretary, and the members of the board.
Okay, next. Wait until then.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the House, my name is Dr. Jacob Chepkwony, the County Secretary Baringo.
Yes. Next.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members of the Baringo County Assembly, my name is Rotich Andrew. I'm the County Director for Human Resource. And I want to apologize, Speaker, I have come casually, I was on leave. So I was just called.
Okay. We had invited the Chair Public Service Board. And Judy, you can explain to us where is the Chair Public Service Board or the members of the Service Board? And why are you appearing on their behalf? Just wait, the answer people will give you the microphone.
Honorable Speaker, honorable members, the chairman, the secretary of the board, and the members have not been able to appear before this house today. They have requested for more time to be able to compile documents that this house has requested, and they undertake to supply the house with the documents when, if given permission, when they appear before the house on 13th of May 2025.
Honorable members, you have heard, and perhaps because we had only invited the chairperson, and it would, I think, to be in order, we can even have the director, human resource to. But this for it's this house that will decide whether you want the director to be with us or you are excusing the director. Let me request Amos. Let me request somebody to. We can control from, instead of us waiting the sergeant at arms. You can control from up here. One person can just go up here. Yes, Amos, kindly give the microphone to Honorable Deputy Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I think the question that need to be determined is on question of procedure. Is Kimokul here as an advocate of the High Court representing the service board members, or she's actually an employee of the County Public Service Board? And Mr. Speaker, the question then is, at what stage are service board members represented by advocates? Was this a summon or it was an invitation? And if it was an invitation, not a summon, are grievous already allegations leveled against the service board members, or this was just a usual administrative oversight work that we do? I think for me, Mr. Speaker, what we need to determine from the start is whether the service board are in order not to be here and to be represented, if indeed it's a representation. And even still, even if it's not a representation, are they in order then to send their employee? Up to this point, Mr. Speaker, I don't think the proceedings will proceed. I think those questions of procedure need to be determined so that we determine whether she is on record or not, and whether we'll proceed from here or we demand that they actually appear in person. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Kimosov, you have raised valid issues. We will still give her an opportunity to explain to us whether she is here as an employee of the county of the Public Service Board or as an advocate of the Service Board. Let me get to know members who want to speak. Kindly give the mic to Honorable Wesley Lekakimon. You request, yes.
Mr. Speaker, I think the level of this August House is the level of the High Court. And when we give directives of summons, Mr. Speaker, it has to be respected. The time that we can have advocates of representing the people that we have called in this House is when the issues are grievous. Mr. Speaker, we summoned the chairman, Public Service Board, and the county secretary. The county secretary is here. And I'm sure the issues that pertains the recruitment of people that deals with the county secretary, we are going to squarely go and ask him why it has not been done. Because these sections, there is a section of County Public Service Board, and there is a section of County Secretary, and there is a section of Human Resource. Mr. Speaker, the messes that are there in this department, we can have a number of casuals, a number of people that were employed, not paid, not done anywhere, procedures not followed, and in fact, the person representing cannot answer this House well and give us the right answer that we wanted. Mr. Speaker, personally, I had an issue of this employment with the county secretary. You remember the order paper 030 of 2024, Mr. Speaker, that we discussed in this assembly. We discussed about the 17 revenue clerks that were given appointment in July 2017. And Mr. Speaker, the office, the department responsible overlooked those appointments and continue to advertise more. And already there are 17 that are past the process and they are given appointment. Mr. Speaker, they shelved them and they continue employing the one we have in question. So, Mr. Speaker, we want to say, let us have the right people that we call to answer the questions that we are here. We are not joking, Mr. Speaker, in this house. In fact, this thing, Mr. Speaker, this round, we are going to take a very stern, decisive actions over the messes that are in this department. Mr. Speaker, I said we may suspend until we have the board giving us all of the documents, so that when we talk facts, and people will take responsibility of the messes in this county. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Give the microphone to Honorable MCA Bartab Awad.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first, allow me to applaud the Director HR for that commitment just to come when on leave. That is very great of you. That Honorable Speaker tells us that he takes his work seriously and he understands what it means to come to this house. Honorable Speaker, when this house requests for anyone to appear before this house, I don't think it is right for that team, the Public Service Board, to send their advocate. Because, Honorable Speaker, if we wanted the advocate, we would have said the public service or, but we did not say that. We said we want the chairman, Public Service Board. It would have been better if he came here and made his request that allow me to compile documents and appear before this house at a certain date. That would be respectable. But sending the attorney, Mr. Speaker, that is demeaning this house. This is equal to what we had, that county staff are not providing information because the order of the office passed on. It is demeaning this house and it should not be acceptable at all.
Maybe because you have mentioned something that's so dear to me, County Secretary and Director Human Resource. This afternoon, we had a statement that was said by Honorable Julius Motier from the chairperson from the Department of Trade, Tourism and Cooperatives. And to our shock, the CC and Chief Officer appeared before the committee and said all the documents are with a deceased officer, and that they cannot give out any document. And we ask ourselves a simple question: what happened to training in this county? Is it that you don't train your officers on when to, and how to operate, so that an office has a perpetual succession? So that's an issue that we will also require. We will call you another time to come and explain to us that issue, that our officer can die with all the documents, and it seems an audit issue can just go like that. Let me give to Honorable Josephat Lokorio, MCA Barwesa.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I represent the people of Barwesa, and to be precise, the Baringo West. Honorable Speaker, I am having problems with the Public Service Board, and I want to share an experience from here so that we demonstrate exactly why we need to be serious.
Honorable Simon, the rules are relaxed. The rules are relaxed. I know Honorable Lokorio does not represent Baringo West. It's a fact.
Honorable Speaker,
so in as much as he wants to say,
Honorable Simon is worried. He's neither in Baringo North or Baringo West, so that help him relax. Honorable Speaker, the experience I want to demonstrate here is about the Public Service Board. Honorable Speaker and the Chair, I may not want to seriously think that the Public Service Board are serious. where the problem, Honorable Speaker, with the Union of Nurses of Baringo chapter. The Public Service Board, we are invited to appear before a meeting that was scheduled to discuss their bid. And Honorable Speaker, I speak as a chair health and the committee for health are here, and they have that experience. When the time came for the Public Service Board to appear for negotiations, they decided to send the legal officer. And the agreement that was made was binding. And there was a place that was left for the service board to sign so that the agreement was binding. Honorable Speaker, what happened later? The county service board refused to sign. The legal officer that was sent to represent the board, they could not honor because she was not, her signature was not allowed. Honorable Speaker, we were again thrown to a new discussions and engagements, which has until today, Honorable Speaker, our nurses are in trouble. We've had a lot of discussions with the nurses. And as we speak today, Honorable Speaker, I've seen Honorable Motia has even come up with something to do with the strikes of the UHC who are not serving the people of Baringo, the universal health care workers. These problems emanated from the Public Service Board members who are not sensitive to the people of Baringo. Now, my prayer, Honorable Speaker, is that you don't allow the secretary, I mean not the secretary, but the lawyer of the Public Service Board to be here. She will misrepresent the board, and the board will come here and say, we don't bind ourselves to whatever we discussed here. Honorable Speaker, that's a bad experience I have with these people. And that's why I'm saying we cannot allow them to joke with this house. This is a serious affair. We have a lot of issues. Honorable Lekakimon has even mentioned a lot of bitter things about the people of Baringo. So, Honorable Speaker, to be on record, we either have them or we don't have them completely, and we will decide on what to do with them completely.
Honorable Ernest Kibet.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to really try to see how this, Mr. Speaker, this we have witnessed since morning, Mr. Speaker, that they could just write an SMS that they are not appearing. Now, Mr. Speaker, they've thrown another spanner in the works. Mr. Speaker, I want to say, Mr. Speaker, that we did not summon the attorney or whoever. We were very specific, Mr. Speaker. And the reason why we summoned these people, Mr. Speaker, you realize we work within the law, Mr. Speaker. The people we approve in this house are the people we are allowed to summon in this house. The CEC, the CEOs, or the CS, even the board members, service board members. Mr. Speaker, we wanted to see them physically. Our duty is very simple, Mr. Speaker. We approve and disapprove. And what do we approve? Assuming we were to approve the service board today for anything, will we approve the advocate? Suppose we were to assess their health. Suppose we were to assess their mental capacity, Mr. Speaker. Will we assess the advocate? Mr. Speaker, the reason why we want these people to come here is because we as members elected by the people of Baringo are here not by representatives, Mr. Speaker. Then you would have allowed us, Mr. Speaker, to send our managers, Mr. Speaker, to this house. So, Mr. Speaker, this is a joke taken too far. And, Mr. Speaker, I don't know what should happen to the officer. I think, Mr. Speaker, you should order that she be reprimanded or arrested within the precincts of the assembly. Because, Mr. Speaker, we cannot joke with this house, Mr. Speaker. How would they even think of doing that, Mr. Speaker? Even now, Mr. Speaker, we should just discontinue any discussion because we have a stranger in this house. We did not invite the advocate. So my take, Mr. Speaker, is we, Mr. Speaker, I don't know, we are trying to see what can we do. But I would just say that because I think our intention was clear, we need the county secretary and we need the chair service board. We did not even say members. So, and the human resource. So I'm happy that the human resource was able to come. Mr. Speaker, I also want a clear report of the whereabouts of the chairman of the service board this moment. Mr. Speaker, these people could be somewhere on Badiem. And we closed the business. We say they should not do anything. So they are not even allowed to draw allowances. I think that was our ruling, Mr. Speaker. That was the motion. We say they stop the activity. So if they are doing the same activity that we stop and they're drawing allowances, then they should be charged, Mr. Speaker. And that is now the seriousness we want. So, Mr. Speaker, for me, let us not entertain a lot of stories. Let us have the right people in this house and we proceed. Thank you.
Honorable Lolkisoy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think in the morning, you read a message. In your response of the letter that you gave out for the chair and the county secretary, your message was that they were not able to come because they are not ready. Now, is the advocate ready for this house now? Because now, if they were not ready, how did they find their way to send the advocate to us here? Second, Mr. Speaker, I think it is high time we take some issues seriously. As the colleagues, honorable members were saying, that if we could have sent people to represent us here, then they could have done the same. But since we represent the people there, and there are things that we wanted to cross-examine in this house today, to the chair, the county secretary, and now, if the county secretary could not be here, then the other things could have been even better for all of us just once we close the business and we do other things. But because the county secretary is here, maybe we can continue with him, but with the public service board. We are ready again to wait for him until he comes to this house. But by the end of the close of the business today, we may not be ready for him because actually he's taking the job too far. He's not ready, and he's not actually ready for this house. So he's not ready for the people of Baringo. If we represent the people of Baringo and he's not ready for us, then he should not be ready for the Baringo people. He's ready for something else. And if actually he's on our DM, as Honorable Barnes has said, that already we have closed that chapter, then is he doing an illegality? We need actually to be informed where he is. Because the only thing we can take is that whether he's admitted in the hospital. That's the only thing we can take. But if he's in this house, he should have taken the shortest route possible to this house. Mr. Speaker, I beg this house not to entertain and allow the advocate to leave immediately. Thank you.
Honorable members, I want to give Honorable Cheboywa. Then the members thereafter will have 2 minutes each. Honorable Cheboywa.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
I know we are now on the issue of jurisdiction, whether we admit the advocate to represent the service board or not, and the HR. Mr. Speaker, to me, I believe, Mr. Speaker, that we invited the service board. When we say chair service board, it means the chair service board can be accompanied by his whole team, the team of the service board, including the if the chair been here. Secondly, we'll have also to be accompanied by the secretary so that they can provide full information that we need. It's part of them, the sub and the CS. Mr. Speaker, how the HR is supposed to be here, it's okay, he is supposed to be here. Whether the advocate is supposed to be here in absence of the sub-export, to me, he is not supposed to be here. Because, Mr. Speaker, sir, you know, the jurisdiction of this house is that we invite those whom we vetted in this house. And for your information, we were supposed even to invite the CEC in charge of this department to be here, because they are the topmost person in this department. He is in charge of the entire departments of HR and the sub-export. We should get to know who the CEC represent these people, so that when we will continue, we will need them, because they are the one who are running the daily policies for the departments of sub-export, as well as the county secretary or the public service. So, Mr. Speaker, for the issue of the advocate, we can excuse her until further notice, because if it was an issue of summoning the sub-export, actually they could have even sent the advocate to represent them, because it's a summon. But now we were inviting them so that we discuss the issue pertaining the issue of employment. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honourable members, we have so many members who want to speak on the same, and I only allow Cheboyo because he's a senior member. I know we have other senior members. I can say Honourable Boyingwe is a ranking member. You'll have 3 minutes, but the rest of the members will have 2 minutes. Honourable Sharon Keter, your 2 minutes starts.
Honourable Speaker, I'm standing here perplexed, shocked, and in awe of what is happening in this house. Your Honor, sorry, I'm even going to court now. Honourable Speaker, this is a joke. This is a very serious joke. And when I say that the Baringo Public Service Board is a clear definition of what Baringo people ought not to have. Honourable Speaker, we made the request on Tuesday last week, and the letters were sent out to these people. You know what we are asking for? We are not asking for rocket science. We are asking for basic information. And what are we asking for? We are asking, number one, why is it that you've not paid casual workers for 7 months? Do you need an entire 2 weeks to go and think about that? No, Honourable Speaker. Number two, we are asking them, bring the records of casual workers. The HR director is here. You know it's the duty of an employer to keep employment records of all employees. You have 30 seconds. Honourable Speaker, I'm the mover of this motion, and I play that you give me the leniency, Honourable Speaker. Honourable Speaker, the director of HR knows that it's the duty of an employer to keep proper employment records of all employees in this county. Now is the time they want to say that, oh, give us time, we want to go and prepare and compile documents. And this speaks of their incompetence. It speaks of them trying to evade scrutiny by this House. And what does it say about us, Mr. Speaker? They're undermining the role of this House of oversight. We should not allow them, Honourable Speaker. The advocate here is my friend. And I have so much mercy on her right now. I feel like this is what we call a clear, I feel like what the Public Service Board is doing, they're forcing them to be here. And this is what we call abuse of office. Why is the child manager, who was actually on leave, called to come? And then wherever they are, they're warming their seats wherever. I don't know where they are, but I believe they're in this cabinet. And if they're here, Honourable Speaker, I want Baringo people to know that there is a problem in the County Public Service Board, more than I thought. More than I thought, Honorable Speaker. Give me 2 minutes, Honorable
Sharon,
Speaker.
your time is up.
I pray for 2 minutes, Honorable Speaker.
I've already an additional minute. So
Okay, another 2 minutes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable
Sharon,
Speaker,
Sharon, you
1
cannot-
minute.
you
1
cannot-
minute.
30 seconds.
Honorable Speaker, I mean, I was following what was happening on around social media, and I made a plea to the public that if you have any problem with the Public Service Board, please reach out. I wish you could see the number of messages I've gotten from Baringo people. People literally crying and sending voice notes saying that they've not been paid. And I'm saying this from a very painful place. You can imagine in this economy, you're sitting somewhere offering services to people and you're not being paid. You're a nurse in the ICU unit. You know, it's so easy for somebody to switch off that machine because of frustrations. We cannot afford to treat people like this, Honorable Speaker. And we cannot allow the CS who is here to go away today without being asked questions. As much as the service board is not here, we are ready to wait for them until midnight for them to come here today. Honorable Speaker, we can sit here until Baringo County people get the rights that they deserve. You can excuse Judy to go. She has no mandate in this place. She's actually nothing less than...
You have made your point.
All
Can
right.
you switch off the mic? Can you switch off the mic? Give the mic to Honorable Simon Kiplagat. Your 2 minutes running.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving me that opportunity. Honorable Speaker, as for the service board, I'm in agreement with members that they should not send a staff. If we said a service board, she's not in the definition of a service board member. She's a legal officer representing service board. And if she was to appear here, she would have appeared in a company of the service board members. But if she, as a legal officer, she comes to represent the service board, that shows that the service board are disrespecting this house. So, Honorable Speaker, she has come with a request that they appear on 13. And she has submitted that she appears on 13. Maybe the House will rule about that. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, concerning the County Secretary, all of us are affected when it comes to casual workers. Some members here are being called day and night, asking what is happening, what's not happening in Baringo County, that they have not been paid for the last 7 months. And I think these are questions which doesn't require service posts to be here. It requires the County Secretary and the HR, because you are the one running the payroll, and the service board are not running any payroll when it comes to salary payment. Salary payment
Have 30 seconds.
lies with the HR and maybe the County Secretary. And so they are in the right place to answer those questions. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you for saving my time, Honorable Simon. Let's give to Honorable Alex Kurui.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, a lot has been said, Honorable Speaker, but I don't want to speak to whatever has been said, Honorable Speaker, but I want to look at whatever the motion by Honorable Sharon was talking about. Honorable Speaker, the motion by Honorable Sharon was talking about inclusivity. It was talking about, Honorable Speaker, issues of PWDs and how they are also considered in employment opportunities. It was talking, Honorable Speaker, about minorities. It was talking, Honorable Speaker, about casuals and, casuals, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, the issue of casuals is becoming now a thorn in the flesh. Honorable Speaker, I want to pick an example of the workers in the municipality. Honorable Speaker, these are people who normally collect garbage around in the town, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, they've never seen a pay for the last 7 months, Honorable Speaker. They are doing, Honorable Speaker, you cannot do without them for even a week, for even a day. Because And these are things, Honorable Speaker, that is in the disposal of the service board members and also in the disposal of the county secretary, Honorable Speaker. They don't need a lot of time to respond to this, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I've heard the legal officer, the legal person say, talk about 13th of May 2025. And I failed to understand where she really got the date. I don't know if there is a communication from this house or they are now placing their own dates and time, Honorable Speaker, to come and...
you have 20 seconds.
To come and communicate to us, Honorable Speaker. I want to agree with the Honorable Sharon that we do away with the legal person, Honorable Speaker. We remain with the CS and the Director for HR, Honorable Speaker, for just to ask them whatever we are supposed to ask them. And now for the service board, Honorable Speaker, for the service board, Honorable Speaker, just a second, Honorable Speaker. You know I'm your landlord, so you cannot switch off my effect.
Well, yeah, I think the Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
That's a taboo.
Yeah, sorry. Honorable Speaker, for the case of service board, Honorable Speaker, I fail to understand why they are not here. It was just an invite to be here to respond to whatever we are auditing, Honorable Speaker, is just the process of recruitment. Is there anything they know more than that, Honorable Speaker, that makes them not be here? Honorable Speaker, we are ready to wait for them until the end of today, even midnight. We are going to extend the time for business of the day, Honorable Speaker, just to have them here, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, if they feel like this house has nothing to do with them, Honorable Speaker, they'll not be here by the end of today, Honorable Speaker, then from here, Honorable Speaker, we know what to do. We know what to do before the close of the day. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable let me give Honorable John Aingwa, because he's a ranking member, 3 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also wanted to actually say, Honorable Speaker, this is a very emotive issue, Honorable Speaker, because when you ask these honorable members, most of the calls they receive is for employment. Honorable Speaker, this is a very serious issue. And I would like, maybe so that we don't debate so much, Honorable Speaker, that you give your direction on this matter right away, so that even those who are involved may plan to come as quickly as possible to this House, Honorable Speaker. And Honorable Speaker, I may sympathize with our advocate here and our county secretary. I know the county service board and the honorable county secretary, they are conjoined the Honorable Speaker. I wanted all of them to be present when he is also answering some of the queries on the casual employees. Lastly, Honorable Speaker, is concerning what Honorable Legagmon said. Honorable Speaker, I was shocked when I was standing outside, Honorable Speaker. An employee who had a letter given in 2017 came. She took out the letter. I read it. July 2017, they were given letters of employment. Up to today, Honorable Speaker, I don't know. The law of employment is selective in our county, Honorable Speaker. It is so painful that we are awarding employment to others, yet others who are employed by the same service board are languishing outside, Honorable Speaker. I think this one, plus even the PWDs, I met some of them, Honorable Speaker, and they were saying they were denied some allowance. There are some people who normally assist the PWDs, and they were denied those allowances. Yet the SRC have awarded them. Honorable Speaker, I think even if we are well today, those people who are disabled, you know, the worst people are the ones who are well today. Because any other time, you may be disabled, Honorable Speaker. So we should not see them as if they are the only ones.
Honorable Waingo, you have 40 seconds.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think I want to request you, Honorable Speaker, to make a ruling so that we have a way forward, Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Let's give Honorable Henry Kigen his 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I also want to join my colleague, Mr. Speaker, that the issue of service board, Mr. Speaker, not appearing here, Mr. Speaker, is taking this house for a ride. And it is the definition of the problems in Baringo County. And service board is showing us, I don't know, Mr. Speaker, I don't want to say that, but it is contempt, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, them not appearing here is a real contempt to this house, Mr. Speaker. They don't take this, the Speaker, seriously, Mr. Speaker. If they can communicate to a Speaker using an SMS, Mr. Speaker, that's the most disparaging issue they can. That's Mr. Speaker. It means they lack respect, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to urge this house that now it is time to make Baringo work, Mr. Speaker. From here going forward, we won't allow this service board to mess up with Baringo employment. So, Speaker, people are crying outside. If there is a big problem with this employment in Baringo and this service board, Mr. Speaker, and you can see from now that they can't appear in this house because they believe in themselves, they know they can be done nothing. I think this house now, it is time we prove them that we can do it, and we have the powers to do it, and these members are willing. So, Speaker, Baringo people deserve better. We have suffered enough. In Baringo, a child from a poor background, Mr. Speaker, who went to school through Harambee, Mr. Speaker, cannot secure a job. Mr. Speaker, again, someone, community does an Harambee for him when he wants to get a job. Another evil person tells him you have to bring something else. And yet, his education was purely on Harambee. What do you want this person to get a job from? Mr. Speaker, we can't allow this to continue, and this is a time to act, and I want to ask the Speaker that you make a ruling today and make sure that this should never happen again, Mr. Speaker. That you can communicate to a Speaker through an SMS is an insult enough, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Honorable Robert Cheriot.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I don't want to labor this point much because colleagues have made enough contribution. I would just want to encourage Honorable Speaker that the young lady, Judith here, from Koimogul, has done no mistake. So she should not think that she has committed a serious crime. She can't even look at that much, Honorable Speaker. She's really tensed. And I would want her to know that you can't kill the messenger. She's just a messenger. And she's been sent by the rogue team. But allow me to mention that, Honorable Speaker, this county of Baringo is an hardship zone. And many people have been a champion of mentioning that many people are suffering from mental health, Honorable Speaker. You know, and I tend to agree with Honorable Ernest that our invitation could have been perhaps an opportunity for us to assess the mental capacity of the members of the Public Service Board. Because the degree of the, it is the members of the Public Service Board, including the County Secretary and the HR. The basic point here was to assess their mental capacity. That's the only part of the grounds of removing them from office, because that would be the second step taken by this House. To have casuals, Honorable Speaker, working for 7 months without pay, and they are running their allowance every day, warrant us to imagine that these people are suffering from mental health, that they don't have sufficient compassion to reason with the members of the public. Honorable Speaker, allow me to read the County Government Act, Article 74. Section 74 that says the County Public Service Board shall regulate the engagement of persons on contract, volunteers, and casuals, staff of joint ventures, and attach of in terms in the public bodies. Sorry. Someone has been sent to disturb me, Honorable Speaker, but
is it your neighbor? I can see it seems
on section 75 it says on irregularity of process, if it comes to the attention of the County Public Service Board that there is a reason to believe that any processes or decision under this part may have occurred in an irregular or fraudulent manner, the County Public Service Board shall investigate the matter, and if satisfied that the irregularity or fraud has occurred, the County Public Service Board may revoke, and all other statements follows down there. I would request, Honorable Speaker, that if you are to suspend Judith from this House, which definitely it has to happen, also Mr. Chepkwony should not continue sitting here, because what is in these two sections, Honorable Speaker, will be a ping pong. Other items here, Mr. Chepkwony can blame to Public Service Board, who are not seated here. And if you bring the Service Board without Mr. Chepkwony, it is easy also for the Service Board to blame Mr. Chepkwony on some of these crimes. So the strategy is easy, Honorable Speaker. We appreciate him coming, although he was part of the SMS in the morning. We would partly appreciate the one who has come without a tie, but just we can extend this House, Honorable Speaker, to around 7 p.m. as we wait for the Chairman, Public Service Board, to arrive from wherever he is. And we request Honorable Chepkwony, facilitated by this assembly, to go to Rift Hills in his corner, rest, take some tea. When they arrive, she comes back to this House and we continue. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Robert, what have you taken this afternoon for lunch? You need to reduce the portions. Let's give to I'll give to Honorable Henry Nixon Lemlem, and Honorable Chiruto Kiptala.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Allow me to move my card to the other one, because the members have said I should sit further from the members. So allow me to go offline, and then I come online on this other one. Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I can confirm now the members are satisfied on my sitting position. I can contribute. Honorable Speaker, on this matter, this is a serious issue. The Baringo County is made up of county government and the county assembly, both of Baringo. The assembly communicates to the executive through this House. Honorable Speaker, the county government is the one that purely does implementation of all that the county is required to do, while this House does the representation and the legislation. Honorable Speaker, what is at stake now is the people of Baringo, and it is the right of this House to represent their people by asking questions to the County Public Service Board and the County Secretary. Honorable Speaker, the problems at hand are the casuals and the employment, which are purely the functions of the executive. So, Honorable Speaker, this is a house of rules and procedures. Without shouting and even demeaning the work they are doing, Honorable Speaker, I want to invite this House to the standing orders. What happens when you dishonor an invitation or a summon to the House? We go for those punishments, and again, we do not admit them at the moment. Because, Honorable Speaker, the CS was invited and the Chair Public Service Board. In the absence of the Chair Service Board, then the accompaniment or the person who has been sent is not admissible in this House. So the advocate is not admissible. Honorable Speaker, the Secretary, the CS can come with whoever who want to support him in this House. But again, there's also a procedure. This is a house of rules. The dress code of this house must be respected. So the HR already is out of order. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to invite your wisdom on the punishment of failure to appear on summons. Because we are not coming here to fight. We are coming here to talk to our people. What has gone wrong so that they can tell us, and we all meet at the point of oversight, representation, legislation, and implementation on their side. So in that case, Honorable Speaker, my pleadings and I invite your wisdom that we adjourn until the other earliest possible time that they can be here. But again, we have to punish because there is a way of communication through memos, letterheads of county assembly to the county government, letterheads of the county government to the county assembly. They were at liberty to say, we may not be able to appear today. Can we be given considerable time? That is honorable. But through an SMS, Honorable Speaker, if we have reduced the activities and the honor the people of Baringo has given us into an SMS, then, Honorable Speaker, I think we are trivializing issues, and it tells us more of the things that we are yet to do. So, Honorable Speaker, we have to punish failure to attend. We punish the communication mode, and again, the procedure of this House in terms of dress code. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Whatever members, I don't know, we need to ask the caterer or our chef what he has given to our members this afternoon. I see members are smoking something serious. Let's give to Honorable Cheruto, and I hope your dose will be more lighter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. I have 3 issues to raise, Mr. Speaker. One, in the morning, when I woke up, I thought it was only the county secretary, whom we have a very simple way of dealing with them. Lucky enough, you read the Constitution, and we realized the Public Service Board, we can still deal with them here in the House. And I'm glad that they've started making mistakes, Mr. Speaker. Because, Mr. Speaker, Judith, who is probably the attorney of this county, or the deputy, Mr. Speaker, we have employees in the Public Service Board. And you look at it, even as here we have the legal department. They are advising departments in this House, Mr. Speaker. Even the Public Service Board, Mr. Speaker, they have other employees who can appear here before you reach the legal department. Mr. Speaker, the chairman, Public Service Board, Mr. Korir, Mr. Speaker, is just watching us online somewhere. He should be warned, Mr. Speaker, and we are not taking that chance, Mr. Speaker, that we are leaving the House today until 12 p.m. at night. He should appear in this House, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the CS here, Mr. Speaker, we cannot even listen to him, because I know he will start the merry-go-round here, Mr. Speaker. Because the questions we'll ask are joined with the Public Service Board. We want the two to sit here, Mr. Speaker. So that when he asks our questions, because when Honorable Sharon was raising that motion, and it was not for Honorable Sharon, Mr. Speaker, it's for the whole House. She was representing us in that motion, Mr. Speaker. We didn't say the CS to appear in this House. Even when you read the message in the morning, the communication, you said they are not going to appear in this House. When I saw the CS, I was wondering, where did he come from? They had already asked for permission not to appear in this House. And now the legal is saying they are given time until May, Mr. Speaker. And when you read your message, they said until further notice, which is very lazy of you. The reason, Mr. Speaker, if you're going to give them a leeway, Mr. Speaker, the way our oversight is being stepped on by them, Mr. Speaker, we are going to be underrated. This House is a house of rules and procedures, Mr. Speaker. I request, Mr. Speaker, that we make a vote in this House. Not even your ruling, Mr. Speaker, because it will look like you are being lenient to them, Mr. Speaker. So that even Judith now is listening to, she's listening to us, Mr. Speaker, is even wrong. To listen to us from that time up to this moment, Mr. Speaker. It's very wrong. This is an honorable house. I was even shocked that the HR is saying I was just called in the morning. And it is the CS who received our letter, Mr. Speaker. You didn't even communicate to the HR department that you're needed in this house today. And she just came from his house. He knows very well men in this house wear ties and suit. He's just seated there like a farmer. Mr. Speaker, that is disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Even in this house, members are thrown out. Honorable Simon was thrown out in this house when he just wore a khaki trouser. Mr. Speaker, that was being lenient to him, Mr. Speaker. And I request this honorable house not to listen to these people. The mediocrity we've seen from the executive, Mr. Speaker, is too much. And we need to be serious for once. The way the public have taken the motion from Honorable Sharon should be taken serious in this house, Mr. Speaker, and even the executive. Because we have how many public service board members in that department, in that public service board? There are so many, but they've chosen to send us a legal person. We are not scared, Mr. Speaker. We have legal people who advise us in this house, even us. Sharon also is a legal officer. They should not think if they send a legal officer, they are taking us to the court. We will go to that court even with them. Mr. Speaker, they have to answer the questions from this county. The children of this county are crying. Honorable Sharon has messages, Mr. Speaker. People are being bribed left, right, center. And we have evidence, Mr. Speaker. We want them to come here so that the Baringo people will listen to them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I've heard the honorable members, and we have weighty issues. And part of the weighty issues include the fact that it took us to have a discussion in the morning and summon them this afternoon, or invite them the second time this afternoon, which you don't take it lightly. And in as much as I want to sympathize with them, having written letters and having responded to them that we are not going to allow them, that we needed them at 10 a.m. this morning, they chose not to appear. When they saw that we were serious, they decided they are going to appear this afternoon. Be that as it may, allow me to read the Constitution. Article 195 of the Constitution provides that a county assembly or any of its committees has power to summon any person. The keyword is any person to appear before it for the purpose of giving evidence or providing information. For the purpose of Clause 1, an assembly has the same powers as the Article 2A, enforce attendance of witnesses and examining them on oath, affirmation, or otherwise. B, compel the production of documents. And C, issue commission or request to examine witnesses abroad. Honorable members, we did send an invitation or summons to the county secretary and the chairperson of Public Service Board last week on Tuesday, and they knew that they were to appear this morning. The chairperson wrote a letter on Thursday requesting that we reschedule it. The county secretary wrote another letter yesterday requesting that we reschedule the same to a further date. Honorable members, we wrote back to them informing them that this is a decision of the plenary and the speaker or no another person can overrule the plenary. They, instead of them appearing this morning, they chose not to appear. And to give them the benefit of doubt, they chose to respect the second summon. And that's why they are here this afternoon. And on that case, we will now want to direct as follows. 1, our summons was to the county secretary and the chairperson of Public Service Board. Those summons are in person, in persona. We need a person. We will not tolerate to receive a representative of them. And considering again the issues, people are watching us. The people of Baringo are watching us. There are some people who ran in Showground, in Eldamaravine, in Mokotio. They perhaps they were number 1, number 2 in the various, and they're wondering why is the county assembly curtailing on us. we want to ask the people of Baringo to give us some time, because we have people in this county who have been working since 2013 as casuals. And the question is, why do you have to overlook somebody who has been working as a casual in your office? And secondly, what's the procedure of employing casuals? Because I know the other issue is, these people are casuals, they were not qualified in the first place. Then the question is, what's the procedure of employing casuals? Honorable Robert has read to us Section 74 of County Government Act, the role of Public Service Board. Then it means the County Public Service Board either slept on their job or they don't know what to do. And the County Assembly has a role of reminding them that we do have the residual powers. The County Secretary is a creation of Section 44 of County Government Act. The County Public Service Board is a creation of Section 57 of County Government Act. All these individuals were approved by this House. And we want to remind them that the same motion that approved them can still be the same motion that can be redrafted and can do something to them. Honorable members, the issues raised in the motion are so weighty. And allow me to exercise discretion and understanding what I want. That we also realize that we have another critical office that's not here. The office of the CC and the chief officer. Because in between, they may now toss us to the office of the CC and chief officer. And even if it means summoning the governor, we will do that. We need to put things in order in Baringo. We want the PWDs who are seated outside here watching us to know that from this employment that was done, how many were shortlisted, how many were employed. When we went to Eldamarafin for Bunge Mashinane, there was Swahili and Nubians in Eldamarafin, told us that they know that they may not be so much educated, but they can collect cess along the roads. They can even be enforcement officers. We want to know, out of the minorities in Baringo, how many applied, how many were shortlisted, and if they were not appointed, what was the reason for them failing to appoint them? And finally, consider these are weighty issues, and from the fact that we have a lot of documentation. Honorable members, I want us to give these people a day, the whole of tomorrow, to give documentation to this House. By close of business tomorrow, 5 p.m., each and every office should give us a well-bound document with all its attachments, one soft copy and a single bound document from the county secretary, one from the service board, another one from the CEC, regarding all the issues that have been raised. Then, in our next sitting, which is the next sitting after tomorrow will be Tuesday next week, we will suspend other business. The supplementary budget ought to come to this House, but there's no need for us having a supplementary budget when the interests of our people have not been addressed to. So we can still suspend that supplementary budget. And at 9:30 a.m., no, let's make it 10 a.m., so that we have 30 minutes for preparation. At 10 a.m. next week on Tuesday, let's have all these officers come to this House without fail. Now it's no longer an issue of the chairperson. The entire Public Service Board, the CEC, the chief officer, the chief officer in charge of devolution, labor, devolution, and all those issues. Whether it's 2 or 3 chief officers, but anybody who deals with employment and devolution, let them be in this House next week on Tuesday. CC devolution, the chief officers in charge of devolution and labor, whether they are 2 or 1, I don't know, they must appear, and the county secretary. They are also at liberty to come with their officers, support staff, whatever is going to assist them. So, honorable members, be guided that we are going to adjourn this sitting until next week on Tuesday. And considering that they are already in contempt of the assembly, we will defer the ruling on the appropriate punishment for disobeying the summons to appear before the assembly at 10 at 10 in the morning. That one will defer until such a time. When you have appeared, then we'll give you our sanctions. You are now at liberty to leave. Okay, of course, the mode of dressing, considering he was from leave, maybe he's a new officer. Perhaps he has not. Let's give the benefit of doubt. Members, let's resume. Clerk, you may be seated. Clerk. What's not in order?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. There are two observations I have noticed, and they must apologize. Honorable Saimo and Honorable Locorio have assumed your responsibilities and have instructed members to behave the way you normally do. And since members are accustomed to the same voice, they have followed the instructions. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, I've noticed that I don't know if your powers are being reduced day by day, because the two flags that normally. I think before we proceed, we want to see those flags hanging behind you. The way people are. Thank you.
What's happening? It seems there's a lot of sabotage today. And it seems we'll have to stop again dealing with the executive and deal with the House immediately now. Perhaps we need to deal with somebody, the sergeant at arms or the whoever, or the clerk who removed the flags. What's your point of... What's not in order, Honorable Simon?
Honorable Speaker, you had made some claims that Robert took something today, and I believe in you, Speaker. He took it.
Honorable, it takes a thief to catch another thief. Perhaps the two of you will take it jointly. We have a supplementary order paper. Where's the clerk? Where's the supplementary order paper? Clerk, you can take us through the supplementary order paper.
Order number 6 on supplementary order paper, notices of motion.
Honorable Barnes, I see you have, do you have an issue or you have not cleared from the system? Yes, we have a motion by Honorable Julius Ngotie, Honorable Kibrono.
Yeah, I'm standing in for Honorable Julius Ngotie, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 46, I wish to give notice of the following motion. Aware that in Kenya, employment rights is primarily governed by Article 41 of the Constitution of Kenya, the Employment Act of 2007, and other labor laws, that employers are required to promote equal opportunity in all aspects of employment, including recruitment, training, promotion, and termination. Further aware that the health sector in Kenya is undergoing major transformation under the Universal Health Coverage UHC agenda and other related reforms aimed at improving service delivery and health infrastructure. Noting that these reforms have led to the creation of new employment opportunities in health sector, including recruitment of healthcare workers, administrative staff, and community health volunteers. Concerned that without clear guidelines and inclusive outreach, some qualified individuals, especially those from marginalized backgrounds or those enrolled in UHC programs, may be excluded or discriminated against in the recruitment process, contrary to the provision of the Article 27 of the Constitution. Recognizing that every qualified Kenyan, regardless of their social, economic, or health status, has the constitutional right to equal employment, opportunity, and fair treatment in public sector hiring. Appreciating the county government's efforts to improve health services and employ competent personnel to serve in health facilities across Baringo County. Now, therefore, this motion urges the county government of Baringo to see to it that, 1, the County Executive Committee member CCM for Health Services in collaboration with the County Public Service Board to ensure that all health sector job advertisements are widely publicized across all wards and sub-counties, including through local radios and ward offices. Number 2, the county government to ensure that individuals registered under the UHC program who meet the qualification for health-related employment opportunities are not discriminated against on the basis of their health status, income level, or residence. Number 3, clear and transparent criteria to be developed for recruitment in the health sector with regular audit and public reporting to ensure fairness, regional. Honorable Speaker, I move this motion to protect the rights of all qualified residents of Baringo County, especially the youth, women, persons with disability, and those enrolled under UHC, so that the ongoing program translate not only into better health services, but also into equitable employment for our people. Honorable Speaker, I beg to give notice.
Honorable members, I direct the motion be brought before this House tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Order, members. This House stands adjourned till tomorrow, the 30th of April, 2025, at 9:30 a.m.